Everyone, it's Mrs. B, and I'm here with another writing mini lesson of something you can include in your journal while we're all at home and away from school. So, I've been thinking a lot about something recently called perspective. And perspective is related to how you, as a person, how you see things, how you think about things, or how you feel about things. And these are things that are completely unique to you, how you see something, how you think about something, and how you feel about something. And I've also been thinking that we have a lot of power in terms of how we see, think, or feel about things. We can feel kind of disappointed about something, but then we also have the power to flip our thinking and flip or change how we see, think, or how we feel about something. Sometimes when people talk about flipping or changing your perspective, they talk about and they say, look on the bright side. Have you ever heard someone say something like that? It's like, oh, it's raining, but let's look on the bright side. The bright side is that we can stay in and we can watch movies, okay? Sometimes people will talk about flipping their perspective or changing how they see, think, or feel about something by talking about, well, there's two sides to a coin, meaning there's always two different ways to see or think about any one thing. Sometimes people call this being able to find the silver lining. And what that means is when you have something that doesn't feel so great, but you're able to look inside that small thing and find some part of it that is good. So, since we've been home from school, there are a lot of days when sometimes I actually feel a little bit down and I'm like, I feel a little like, sad. So, for example, one thing that I feel sad about is I feel sad that there's no school, and I feel sad that I can't see my friends. I can't see my teaching friends. I can't see kids at school. But I can actually think about looking on the bright side or the second side of that coin. I can look for the silver lining, and I can change my thinking to be like, we don't have school, which is really sad, but we have these online hangouts where I get to see kids and I get to see my colleagues, I get to see my friends, and I can take my perspective, the way that I'm thinking and feeling about that, and I can flip it to something a little more positive. Let's go through a couple more examples. I know that some kids have missed birthday parties, okay? And that can be like, oh, I missed a birthday party, either going to a birthday party or maybe even having a birthday party. But I can flip or change my perspective, and I can think about some of these drive-by birthdays that have been going on are so cool and are something that are so unique to this moment in time, this time period that we're living in. And you know what? I think that's actually like kind of special. And I can be like, wow, that's really special. I could be bummed and be thinking like, oh, I'm home. I'm home all the time. I'm feeling kind of down about that. But I can flip my perspective. I can look at the bright side or the other side of that coin of like home all the time. And I can be like, I'm having so much fun hanging out with my cat Pax. He's really fun. Curls up with me. I have more time to read because I don't have other types of meetings and events that I have to go to outside of my home. I have been doing a lot of baking because I have more time at home. See how I did that? Something that I wasn't feeling so good about, I was able to flip it to the other side of the coin. I was able to find the silver lining. Okay. Another thing I'm thinking about right now is I'm thinking a lot about graduation. My son is a senior in high school, and he was supposed to be having all kinds of end of senior year events. Maybe some of you, it's your last year of the elementary school that you're in, and you're feeling really sad that you're missing out on those events or those things, or you know someone who's missing out on a special graduation. But I have been able to look for the silver lining, and the flip side of that in my family is that I'm actually getting more family time. I wouldn't be seeing as much of my son right now. He'd be so busy with those end of senior year things that I'm actually getting to spend a lot more family time. So, you see what I was able to do? I was able to find something that I wasn't feeling so good about, and I was able to flip it. I was able to find the bright side, that other side of the coin, or that silver lining. Okay? I'm going to give you a writing challenge today. I want you to think about something in your life that you're feeling a little not so awesome about. And I want to challenge you to flip your perspective. I know you can do it. Okay? So, writers, grab your notebooks, those paper notebooks or virtual notebooks, whatever type of notebook you're choosing to write in. Go find a cozy spot, and I want you to think about flipping that perspective and writing it down. Okay? That's it for this time. Off you go.